Brother, what I'm about to tell you today could literally save your life. Imagine this. A 73-year-old man passed away alone in his bedroom. It wasn't a heart attack. It wasn't a stroke. He died from something he had done for decades without any problem at all, an intimate, personal practice. That night, something went terribly wrong. I'm Dr. Stephanie, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience helping mature men here in Mexico protect their vitality, circulation, and overall well-being. I've worked with veterans, retired businessmen, and grandfathers from every walk of life, from Polanco to Iztapalapa. And I'm here to tell you what many doctors never explain clearly. You've probably been told that self-stimulation is harmless, even healthy. And for many years that was true. But after 70, what once seemed routine can quietly become a risk. This is the paradox we face. Your body now responds differently, even to activities that once felt completely normal. In this video, I'm going to reveal 4 silent mistakes older men make during their intimate practices. Mistakes that slowly strain the heart, constrict blood vessels, and drain vitality. More importantly, I'll show you how to avoid them so you can protect your strength, safety, and confidence. Stay with me because mistake number 3 is the one almost everyone makes. And it's also the one most likely to send you to the emergency room. Before we continue, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any health lessons designed specifically for men like you. If this topic interests you, write 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, write 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly serves you. Let's go straight to the first of the 4 mistakes. Each one may seem insignificant on its own, but over time they affect your circulation, confidence, and quality of life. The first mistake is engaging in this practice when you're physically weak or exhausted. At first glance, it seems harmless, right? You've had a long day working in the shop, taking care of the family business, or maybe you didn't sleep well because of the heat. You're tired, sore, and you think a little relief will help you relax before bed. It sounds logical, but here's the truth. Even a private intimate practice places significant physical stress on the body. At our age, that stress has a much greater impact. The heart no longer pumps as efficiently, the arteries lose flexibility, and blood pressure becomes less stable. When you're already fatigued, your energy reserves are depleted. Add the increased heart rate and physical tension of the act, and you may be pushing your body too far. I've worked with many men who reported dizziness or shortness of breath afterward. One otherwise healthy 74-year-old man collapsed in the bathroom after a nighttime session following a full day working his land. His body was already exhausted, and that final effort was too much. Choose moments when you feel nourished and prepared. Pay attention to your energy levels and stay well hydrated. Your body deserves that care. The second mistake has less to do with your body and more to do with your mind. Rushing through the act without mental or emotional presence. For many men, self-stimulation becomes a routine rather than a moment of connection. It's done quickly in secret, as if it were something shameful. Years of social judgment or guilt build a wall of discomfort. When you rush, your nervous system stays on high alert, your breathing becomes shallow, and your muscles tense. This constricts blood vessels and places unnecessary strain on the heart. Emotional disconnection builds over time, and what was once a source of comfort turns into a mechanical act without satisfaction. The solution isn't more intensity. It's slowing down, breathing deeply, and being present. Your body still has the capacity for pleasure, but it needs your attention and your permission. Now we come to the third mistake, the one that can seriously endanger your safety, engaging in the practice in dangerous positions. Most men never think about this. You've probably done it the same way for decades, standing in the shower, leaning over the sink, or sitting on the edge of the bed. But at this stage of life, balance, blood pressure regulation, and reaction time are no longer the same. Practicing while standing, especially in slippery places like the bathroom, makes you vulnerable. If your blood pressure drops suddenly after release, which is very common, you face a real risk of fainting. One case that stayed with me involved a 76-year-old man who passed out in the shower and fractured his hip. The combination of steam, standing upright, and a sudden drop in blood pressure created the perfect storm. That injury changed his life. Sitting in a comfortable, stable position is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Protect your body and turn that moment into an act of dignity, not danger. Finally, the fourth mistake, ignoring changes in sensitivity or function. You may notice slower arousal, a weaker response, or that climax takes longer. Many men accept this as just part of aging, but that mindset is risky. These changes are early warning signs of underlying issues such as poor circulation, hormonal imbalances, or prostate dysfunction. The longer you ignore them, the greater the risk becomes. When I ask my patients when their symptoms began, the answer is almost always the same. A while ago, doctor, but I thought it was normal for my age. Your body whispers with subtle signals long before it screams with serious consequences. Paying attention and seeking help early gives you control. Now that you know these mistakes, it's time to ask yourself, what will you do with this knowledge? This isn't about 4 isolated errors. It's about a reality many men live in silence. Aging doesn't take away your value or make your needs less important. You still have the power to make choices that protect your heart, your confidence, and your dignity. Reclaiming intimacy while respecting your years marks the beginning of a new chapter. This stage of life doesn't demand less from you. It demands more wisdom. It's no longer about acting on impulse or habit, but with intention and care. Think of your body not as a machine that's wearing out, but as a loyal companion that has carried you through decades of work, joy, loss, and struggle. Doesn't it deserve your deepest respect now? Doing things differently isn't a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's the highest expression of strength and self-awareness. It means you value yourself enough to adapt, to care for yourself, and to honor the temple that is your body. This isn't about giving up pleasure. It's about rediscovering it in a safer, more conscious, and ultimately more satisfying way. It's about transforming a mechanical act into a ritual of well-being. This goes beyond physical health. It's an act of rebellion against the idea that older men should become invisible or asexual. It's reclaiming your right to feel, to connect, and to enjoy your own body on your own terms. Every time you choose calm over haste, safety over risk, or pay attention to a new signal from your body, you're sending a powerful message. I'm still here. I still feel. And my well-being matters. This awareness can spread into other areas of your life. If you learn to listen to your body in intimacy, you'll also learn to hear it when it asks for rest, better nutrition, or a walk outdoors. It becomes an ongoing dialogue of mutual respect. The choice, as always, is yours, brother. You can continue with old habits, hoping nothing happens, or you can take control and begin caring for yourself with the dignity your years and experience deserve. Use what you've learned today and choose to live this chapter of your life not with fear or resignation, but with fullness, confidence, and intention. Write 1 in the comments if you're ready to take that step. If this message helped you, share it with a friend or a close companion who also deserves to hear it. Together we can break the silence around aging, health, and masculine dignity. Thank you for listening, and above all, thank you for choosing to live these years with the wisdom you've earned.